Selling is easy if you know how to do it. Ask, where does the sales takes place? Many people will say that it is in the market, at the point of customer, and other places they will quote. But in fact, the truth is that sales takes place first in the mind of the salesperson. Then you can see that it happens in the marketplace. First, the salesperson has to decide, yes, he will sell that. Like, I can even quote, like Buddha says, uh, everything happens twice in this world. First in your mind, then in the real world. So it is so true in the case of sales. A salesperson, he has to decide how much units I have to sell, how I have to sell, when I have to sell, where I have to sell. Everything is decided by him. If he is clear, if he goes in this mind, I will make this sale, he is going to end up with a sale. I can quote examples. Way back when I was uh, one of the senior managers in India in the sales field, I was working with one of my colleagues in the market. I used to go to the field quite often. In fact, that was one of my job. And one day, I was working with my best sales executive. See, is those days probably his sale itself, totally monthly sale, will be about 150,000. That's all. That day in the morning, we decided, he said that, sir, we will go to the market today. We will do bookings for 100,000 today and come back. We will stay in the market as much time as it takes for us to do 100,000. See, that is what? There was no second thoughts that, array, my monthly sale itself is 150,000. I am planning to do about 100,000 in a day. Maximum per day booking someone has done is 15, 20,000. It is, you will not even think of a figure like that. It just occurred to us, and we went to the market, and you know what is the figure we ended up with? Okay, I distinctly remember it was 77,800 that day. So, yes, you can ask, we have not, but look at where we have reached. Half the month's sales we have just done in one day. It's just your frame of mind. If you had gone with the same mind, like, okay, we will do 15, 20,000 booking today, our usual quota, we would have ended up only with that. We did not think of anything else. What the market, how the market will respond, will there be a um, demand for that, and that will I be able to do it, what problems I, nothing. We had only one objective, that is to do that 100,000 that day and see where. That is what it said. It's in the salesman's mind it happens. That was one of the best days we have had in sale. It's always like that in sales. If you are in a sale, you need to decide when to sell, how much to sell. Any customer, you can do it. That is the frame of the mind. There will be objections, there will be there will be problems you will come across in affecting the sale and all those things. But your job is to overcome all those things. Find that one reason how you can affect that sale. It is so true. Why many salespeople are not that successful is because of the reason that seasoned people, especially, what they do is that they have all preconceived ideas. They will go and say that this customer is going to say this, he will say that about my product, he will look for this option. He will say that, can I have this kind of a credit? All those things he will say. You're thinking about what all the excuse that he is going to tell. You're not thinking that what you want to do. You are ready, because when you are going itself, you are ready to accept that reason. You are prepared for it. So the moment you are prepared for it, your mind is prepared for it, you are going to accept that. It is very easily that customer or the other trader is going to convince you on his point, rather than you convincing why he should take your product or service from you there, that day, that moment. How you psych it, it's a skill. You need to be positive every day. You need to think your only aim is to make that sale. You go with that mind frame, you will surely end up with sales. I still, that is what I say, it's all in the salesperson. He decides. When I used to be, I said as a senior manager, I'll go back to my days, some 30, 40 years when we were sales executives. We were a team. You know how we used to do our planning. The month beginning, we sit and decide, okay, we will check what is going to be the commissions we earn out of that, or the incentive we earn out of that. What is the maximum that is there? Okay. Then what we will do is that we will work it out the reverse way. We will say that this is the amount we are going to earn. We will take this full commission this month end. So for that, what should I do? I need to sell this many units of this product here, that market, everything I will have on day one. And we go to the market right from day one, looking at the amount I'm going to, sure that I'm going to earn that. I'm not thinking of anything else. How I can earn. So obviously you will find that, and we don't even have a meeting with our senior managers. Sometimes we as a team ourselves will meet among ourselves and review after a week or so, like that, and say that where do we stand in that. Probably one of us is a little bit low or behind others, then he will say that, okay, don't worry. One person, another person of the team will say that, don't worry, I will cover this. You take care of that product, I'll take care of this product. You sell that. That is how. See, there is no discussion of why we are not getting these numbers, or why we are not able to make this sale or anything. The only thing we think is that, okay, we go with the mind way, we are going to do it. Eventually, you will see that for 20 months continuously, we had been on target and taking all the entire commissions. Though in the market, there is, see, that market was subject to seasons. There was no season for us at that time. See, only a person who does not perform will talk about seasons, reasons, and all. Peter Drucker always says that in marketing, there is only 2 R's. One is results, or other is reasons. The person who does give results doesn't talk about any reasons. The person who does not give results will always talk about reasons why there are no results. There are only 2 hours. You need to decide which hour you need to follow. It's basically, and another thing is that, see, there is something, it is all in your hands. So I will quote another management guru or something like that, Stephen Covey. He always says that there are circle of influence and circle of concern. Circle of concern is your weather, climate change, the political, government policies, all those things which are totally not under our control. Whereas there is another thing, circle of influence, what you do, how you do, when you do, all those things. So that you need to focus on that. You need to be aware of circle of concern, but you need to focus on what you can do. Once you do that, it is there. See, that is what, uh, how you think about it. We were in a season, see, I was in a pharma field. So what usually people do, right? It is very seasonal. There are some seasons where people fall sick more often. Some people do not feel like, especially in the summer season and all, if it comes and all, what happens is that the number of patients will be low because many people will go on vacations. All those things in the rainy seasons, it will be more. What people, most of the people in the who are working in the field will do is that they will say when the season is poor, there is no season. So they will relax their work and start working when the season is picking up. Obviously, because they know that their efforts will give more results then. I used to think on the other way. When there is no season, you have a smaller piece to share. So you need to fight a lot more to retain your share. Not take more, at least to retain your share. So you need to put more efforts. If I'm meeting 10 customers on a normal day, I need to make it at least 12 or 13 or 14 or 15 because I need to maintain my sale. There are two advantages once you do this. You know what happens? When you do it in the off season, as I said, when you work more, the others are relaxed. They tend to take it easily, be casual about it. They are ready to take a reason, give a reason that the season is not there, and all such excuses, reasons. So they are relaxed, whereas you are very active. So there is more possibility that your brand recollection will be more with the customer. So you get most of the business at that time. That will help you a lot in sale. The other inbuilt advantage is that when the season picks up, that is when these people start working. By the time they are into their full flow, a part of the season is already gone. Whereas I had been working right through in the off season more. So my brand will be at the top of the mind when the season picks up automatically. So what comes? By the time they start working itself, I would have taken away a chunk of the business what I want. See how you think. This is how the salesperson should think. How you have to do it. I cannot sit back and say that the market is not responsive. I need to make the market work for me. How I can do that? It happens. The product might be different, the service might be different, but the logic is the same. It happens in every sales field, and we have seen wonderful results and when you do this. It is basically how you think, salesperson. So you decide how much you want to sell.